This is let me check the time. This is 1:35 p.m. That's 25 minutes to 2 here in Nigeria. You're welcome to today's live stream. Today's topic is the basic rules in investment. That's what we are going to be looking at today. If you are just coming across my channel, I give out free financial tips and insights on this channel. I am an entrepreneur that loves talking about money. I believe financial education should be what everyone should have because it is very vital, it is very essential to everyone. Money is a defense. So I find it to be very important, and that is why I've picked that particular niche. So once again, you are welcome to this channel. You can also check out other content that I've made on my channel, how you can compound your money, how you can manage your finance, the mindset of the rich, and other contents on personal growth. You can check them out on my channel. And also, if you are into a business for minimum of 1 year, there is also a soft loan that is being given out by an international financial institution. You can check it out in my latest content in the description box. And also, for those of you who are interested in the export business, there used to be a webinar. So the link is also in the description box of my latest content. So you can go ahead and check it out there. So without wasting much of your time, let us dive into today's video. So we are going to be looking at the basic rules in investment. So when we talk about the basic rule in investment, what it simply means is that these rules should guide you whenever you want to make any investment. Whenever you want to venture into any investment, these rules should guide you. So one of the rules here is you set clear financial goals. Set clear financial goals. And when you are setting your financial goals, these two questions should come into your mind. What am I going to achieve? What is the purpose of this investment? Are you saving towards retirement? Are you saving to buy a house? Are you saving to buy a franchise? So it all depends on you. So whatever the purpose, okay, knowing what you are investing for, just as I said earlier, because of the network failure, let me repeat it. I said the purpose of your investment is very important. Are you saving to buy a house? Are you saving for retirement? Are you saving to buy a franchise? So the purpose of that investment should be spelled out. It will make you to have a focus. You will not be easily distracted. And also the time is very important. All this is under setting your financial goals. So the next thing you will ask is the timing. This goal I want to achieve, how long will it take me to achieve it? How long do I need to save to buy that house? How long do I need to save to buy that franchise? How long do I need to save for me to buy that property or for me to achieve what I want to? Are you getting me? So these two questions should always come into your mind when you are setting your financial goals. Is that okay? Then the second one here is understand risks and return. All investment has risks and it also has returns. So the second rule is for you to understand the risks and also the return that is involved in that investment. It is obvious that high risk investments usually have high returns. Low risk investments usually have low returns. If you look at this CBEX, you can see that what attracted many people to it was because of the high returns. Many people see, the money we make here, even what I earn as salary is even less, far lesser than what I will make here. Some people are already planning to leave their work. They are already planning to resign from their place of work just to get money from this CBEX and start up maybe a business. Are you getting me? I know of someone who, from that money of that he realized from CBEX, is building a student hostels. Are you getting me? There are many people who are doing other things from this money they made from CBEX, while some people a lot from it. But the point I'm driving at is that the higher the risks, the higher the returns. So you must trade off your risks and to for you to get the reasonable returns from that investment. Very important. So you must understand this investment I'm going into, is it the risk, is it higher? If it is higher, then how will you cushion the risk that is in it? If you are going to invest in such business, then you won't go and take your lifetime earnings and invest in such kind of business, because you know the risk there is very high. Any amount you will invest into a high risk investment should be an amount that even if you lost it, you won't feel the impact. I hope you are getting it. That is the second basic rule that you should take note of. You understand the risks that is in the business or the investment, and also the returns in that investment. Very important. That is for the second rules in investment. The third one is diversification. The third rules is diversification. It is advisable not to put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify. If you are into food, that is one business. You can decide to go into other services, cleaning services. You can also go into term deposit. There are so many streams of income that you can make. You can check on my channel. I talked about highly profitable places that you can invest your money. So you can decide to invest your money in this area. You can invest your money in another area. In estates, you can also invest your money. And other areas you can invest your money. So when you have you diversify, when you have multiple streams of income, it is at your advantage, because if this one fail or is not generating income as you expect, you will fall back on the other income as well. So that is it. So it is very important that you consider diversification in the investments. That is the third basic rules in investment. Then the fourth one is invest for the long term. Ensure you invest for a long time, that you know the returns or the yield of that investment will affect your life in a long run. Don't be too emotional when you are taking decision about your investment. Rather be logical. The thing that should drive you when you are taking your decision, the thing that should drive you when you are taking decision on any investment you want to venture into is a logical reason behind it. Don't allow your emotion, because at times your emotions might speak even louder than your logical reasoning. So you must consider the logic behind it. Figure it out. If I do it this way, I think it is more reasonable this way than to do it that way. Don't feel, oh, I don't feel like, or I feel like. Feelings has nothing to do with investment. It has to do with your logical reasoning. In areas where you are not too convinced, you can seek the advice of financial advisors. They will advise you, they will put you through, they will give you some counsel on what to do and what not to do. So that is the number four basic rule. You invest for the long term. Yet your investment have a long-term impact, a long-term effect in your life. Don't just invest just for a short time and at the end of the day, the investment is gone. Invest that. I talked about the 5 laws of wealth creation. That the fifth law is to insure your money for future. So if you are insuring your money, what it simply means is that your money will see beyond you. Your generations will feel the impact of your wealth. And that is very key. That is one of the basic rules in investment. The number fifth is that you start early. There is no time for anyone. You might feel, oh, I'm 20 something. In fact, there are some people that started their own business when they were less than 20 years old. So it has nothing to do with your age. It has a lot to do with what you know and the ability you have. I hope you are getting me. And that is why I said financial education is very important. If you do not have the relevant financial education that you need, you will only be gambling. So starting early is very important. Start early. The earlier, the better for you. When you start, when you make any mistake, you still have more years to make your adjustment and move on. Because life itself, there is always room for mistakes. The only thing is that learn from that mistakes and move forward. So there is always bound to be mistakes along the line when you make your investment. There are investments that when you have ventured into it maybe for some years ago, and maybe someone want to venture into that business, you have one or two things to say and say, guy, if you want to go into this business, don't do it this way, do it that way. Why? Because you have ventured into it. You have seen the advantage, you have seen the disadvantage, you have experienced some challenges, and you have also experienced the good part of it. So you will have one advice or the other to give out to the people out there. Is that okay? So starting early is very important. It is at your advantage. If you compare someone that started an investment at the age of 20 and someone that started at the age of 40, you know the shock that person that started at 20 will be able to absorb will be more. He will be able to absorb more shock because he feels, okay, no problem, I will try it. Moreover, I'm just 20, I still have more I still have more energy, I still have more opportunity. But that person that is at the age of 40 or 50 will say, how do my hard earned money? I just have 5 years or 10 years to retire from service. Where will I now get money to build up this investment again from the scratch? And all those things. So you see the reason why I said you start early. That is the basic rules in investment. Start early. Very important. The next one is educate yourself. That is where financial education comes in. You need to know the logic, you need to know the skills, you need to know the strategies in that investment. You need to understand it. It's not something that you will go to school and say you are learning. You will learn it from experience. You will also learn it from advice. That is why I said any investment you want to venture into, most likely 99% possibility that that same business has been done by someone out there. So you can seek the advice of those people in it. And before you know it, you are already striving in it, you are already progressing in it. You say, oh, if I experience this, what do I do? Before you know, they will advise you on what you need to do to also move forward. Is that okay? And those things that you need to avoid, is that okay, to in order not to experience much loss in that investment? So that is where that learning comes from. That is where that financial education comes in. Is that okay? So you need financial education. It is very key. It is very key. You can see the intensity. It is very and very key for you to have financial education. And it is unfortunate that it is not being taught in school. You don't learn it from school. It is not in the school curriculum. And my suggestion is let the country, not only Nigeria, every other country should bring in this financial education into the system, into the educational system. It will go a long way to help the youth out there. Most people are always they have narrowed their mind to going to school. After school, we get a good job. After getting a good job, we build a house and build a car, and that is all. But I think now many people are now realizing that life is more than that. There are more things to life than just getting your own personal house and your own personal car. So financial education, you need it. You need to know the skills that is involved. You need to know the strategies that is involved. You need to know how to manage your finance. Do you know that as it is now, there are many people that find it difficult to manage their finance? They will keep on complaining. Oh, my money is not enough. See, they just increased our salary last year. Do you know that I cannot even buy anything with it? Let me tell you, and there are some people that are earning less than what you earn and they are breaking even. They are multiplying that money. I told you people about the mindset of the rich. I said the rich always see an opportunity in whatever he has. He sees an opportunity to multiply that money. He sees an opportunity to multiply that money from that 5,000 naira to 10,000 naira, from that 10,000 naira to 50,000 naira. So that is it. So learning that financial education, getting it, if it costs you money, go ahead and get it. So financial education is very key. Is very key. It tells you how you should see money. How you should see money. You see money as a tool that will work for you. There are people that up till now they work for money. Money should work for you. You are to just sit and before you know money is working, but you need to work before you start getting that money to work for you. Yes. So because some people have this misconception, they will say money work for me, so they will now leave their work that they are earning money. Then how will you now make the money work for you? Is it not when you earn money you will now put that money to work? So you must first of all work. When you have worked and you have earned the money that will help you that will multiply, and that money will keep working and working for your generation. That is where that compounding of money comes in also. That compounding of money, that one works like magic. You have 100,000 that you fix as a term deposit. If you are also interested in this term deposit, the link is also in my latest video. You fix a money, they give minimum of 21.6, I think 21.6, that is the percentage per annum. You fix the money 100,000 per year and immediately you get your interest on it. You can even decide to fix that interest that you have gotten from it. Are you getting me? So you can imagine that 100,000 for 5 years. You fix it, the first one 100,000, they give you 21,000 interest. You fix everything 121, you will get the interest again. Then another year again you fix it. Then you can imagine how much you get after 5 years. If you keep on doing it over and over again, maybe you have 5 million, because the more the money you have, the more the interest you will enjoy from it. So the sixth one I said is to educate yourself. That is the basic rule in investment. Educate yourself. Search for knowledge. If you have a reasonable knowledge of something, you will not abuse it. It is only when you do not have a reasonable knowledge of something that you will end up using it anyhow, because you don't know the value. It's just like you carrying your phone giving to a little baby. The baby don't even know what it is meant for. Before you know, he will use it to scratch his gum, use it to be eating it on the floor and be smiling. Why? Because he don't even have knowledge about what the phone is about. So that is how financial education is. If you do not have the reasonable financial education, you will abuse it. And before you know, you will pay for it in the future. So it is very important you get the relevant financial education. Even if it requires you paying for you to get it, go ahead and pay for it, because you will reap it. You will enjoy it at the end of the day. So the next one here is to monitor and adjust. There's always room for adjustment. You might have made this investment and you feel, oh, I want it to accommodate more. Oh, I want to make room for, okay, this house I want to buy. I'm seeing that this one bedroom flat will not be enough. Okay, let me go for two bedroom flats. Okay, that means you will need to, and you have a period of 1 year to save. Remember, in our financial goal, the first basic rule, I talked about the two questions that you should ask yourself. What am I saving for? What is this investment for? And the time frame for you to achieve that purpose. Now, if you now see, okay, within 1 year, I need to save, and you are already saving 100,000 every month. Now that you are going, you are changing your plans. You want to go for a bigger house. That means you need to increase your savings. Is that okay? So if you are increasing your saving, that is where the adjustment comes in. So there's always room for adjustment. You might have seen in the future, oh, I think two bedroom will be better because I have a male child, I have a female child. So I want my male child to be in one room, and the female child to be in one room, and I and my spouse will be in another room. I'm going for three bedroom. I'm no longer going for one bedroom flat again. Is that okay? So there's always room for adjustment. You might, maybe you started that investment without the counsel of a financial advisor. And maybe along the line, someone has say, don't do it this way, do it that way. If you do it this way, it will be better off. Then there's always room. That is where you will now come to the table and see, oh, let me make this adjustment. Let me shift my investment. Oh, I will add this amount to it, or I will subtract this amount to it, or I will diversify this amount to there. I will now start investing. If it is 50% that goes for food, oh, now I want it to be 70 because I always get more returns on food business that I'm into. Okay, I want to make it to be 70%, not uh 40% of my income. So there's always room for adjustment and monitoring. You need to monitor your investment and you need to make adjustment where necessary. So that is the number seventh basic investment, basic rules in investment. If you are getting value from this video, please do not forget to give it a thumb up and to subscribe for more financial tips and insight. Thank you. Now, the last one I have here is seek professional advice. Yes, it is very important. Seek professional advice. If you seek professional advice, it will save you a lot of stress. It will save you a lot of thinking, and in fact, it will save you loss, because if you seek the advice of a professional, they are experienced. That is why they call them professional. They have reasonable knowledge about this investment. They have knowledge. Because of their knowledge, because of their skills, their experience, their exposure in that field, they have one or two things to tell you. They have one or two things to contribute to that investment that you want to go into. So you need to seek their advice. It will help you. It will help you a lot. Don't just venture into a business because you see the returns is attractive. Don't just venture into a business because you see that these returns in this business, oh, is going to boom, is going to explode. Don't just venture into it like that. Venture into it because you have gotten a reasonable counsel, a reasonable knowledge about it. I talked in my previous live stream, I gave talk about three guiding questions to investment. Number one is to get a reasonable knowledge about that investment. If you do not know, you seek the advice of a counsel, of a professional. You must understand that investment. Don't venture into a business that you don't know anything about. They say, when you invest 100,000, you get 200,000. What is the business history of that organization? How long have they been in the market? Who are their investors? Is that okay? All these things you need to find out, you need to know about them. You don't just venture into it because other people are doing it. You don't just venture into it because you see that your relation are into it. That is why I said earlier that in investment, you don't have to be emotional. You have to be more logical. More logical in this. Let your emotions, keep your emotions somewhere and concentrate on your logic, on your reasoning. Think it out straight. Seek the advice of professionals. They will guide you. That is why they are there. In most cases, you will need to pay consultancy fee. Go ahead and pay it. It will help you. It's for your good. It will go a long way to save you that stress, that financial stress. Imagine the amount of money that you will invest, and just a little 50,000 to seek for financial counsel will now be a problem, and you can invest 5 million. Is it not better you use 50,000 to save that 5 million? And talking about the three guiding questions to investment, I say you must understand that business. Then secondly, you must ensure your principal is protected. Any investment you are going into, even if that profit they tell you is back, the network is back. Then the last question you should is this: have I seek the counsel of a professional on this matter? It is very important. Seek the advice of professional before you venture into any business. Don't just venture into it like that. Investment is not something that you go to buy food stuff in the market. I want to cook afan soup and it has a lot involved in it. You need to find out what it really entails. Don't just venture into it anyhow. I said it earlier. I said any business you want to venture into, there are people that have done it before. Meet them and seek their advice. Bro, how did they do this thing? This thing, these goods, where we go fit get am cheap? Don't be shy. Tell them this is what I want to do, but be very careful so that you don't be so that you will not be scammed. Be very careful. Be wise. Hmm? The Bible told us that we should be wise like the serpent, but be calm and gentle like the dove. So you need to be wise. Don't allow anybody to dribble you and turn you upside down. You know what you want. Don't give out money when you have not seen goods. Confirm the goods and ensure that it is not rag they put there and say it's clothes that is there. Confirm it before you pay. Say, oga, I know they run. Yes, I go pay you your money. Make I confirm the goods first. Dey sure say e dey okay. Confirm it and test it and be sure that it's okay. Wherever there's original, there's always fake. So ensure that the goods you are buying it for the first time. Ensure you that the original. How do you identify the original from the fake? Very important. Don't allow someone to carry fake and give you. That is why you need to seek counsel. There are people that have done it before. So they will guide you. They will tell you, oh, don't do it this way. Oh. Don't buy this one. Oh. This one is a fake product. Oh. This one is not the original. Oh. You want to go into export and import, you need documentation. Ask people that have started it. They will show you way. You don't need to undergo more stress. Meet people that have gone into it, that have already started the business. Oh boy, how did they do this thing? Wetin be the requirements? Wetin I need to get? What document do I need to get? Let them guide you. He can even link you up with the person that helped him. You can see that you are getting it soft. Are you getting it? So you need to seek the advice of a professional. Don't just venture into business anyhow. Remember the amount that is involved in it and the time it has taken you to build up that investment, that money that you want to invest. So you must take it into cognizance, and that is why you need to seek the counsel of a professional in this. So that with this, we have come to the end of today's live stream. And if you are able to adhere to these basic rules, then you are confident that Any investment you are going to into, you are at least 90% sure of its success if you abide by these basic rules in investment. It has helped me personally in my own investment. I will quickly rush it through, and that will be the end of today's live stream. Do not forget to give this video a thumb up if you have found value from it, and also to subscribe for more financial tips and insights. Now, the first one is to set clear financial goals. What are the goals? What do you want to achieve? Is it within what period of time? Do you want to buy a house? Are you saving for retirement? Are you saving to buy a franchise? And how long will it take you to save? You need to know all this. That is where it comes in setting your financial goal. That is basic rule number one. Basic rule number two is understanding the risks and returns. In every investment, hear me, in every investment, there is risks and there's return. High risks, high returns. Low risks, low returns. You must know this. The third one is diversification. Don't put your eggs in one basket. Diversify. Have multiple streams of income. You are into food, you are into, yes, you can do all. Is not jack of all trade. What is more important is that you have knowledge about those business. Even if you have 7 businesses, but you have reasonable knowledge about it and it is working for you, fine. It is not jack of all trade. So diversification is very, very key. If this one flop, the other one will stand as backup. The fourth one is invest for the long term. I talked about ensuring your income. Let your income serve you for the future. Let your money serve other generations. Let it not end with you. That is where the invest for the long term comes in. Don't allow emotions to rule you when you are investing. Invest logically. Now start early. I am less than 20. Good. It is at your advantage. Start investing. Don't wait till you get to 30 before you start investing. Start now. Any mistakes you make, you can make adjustments. You stand up again and move forward. The earlier, the better for you. Educate yourself. The basic rule number 6. Educate yourself. Yes, very important. Have reasonable knowledge about finance. Have reasonable knowledge about the investment before you go into it. Number 7, monitor and adjust. There's room for monitor. There's room for adjustment. Monitor your investment. Don't just invest and go and sit down. I talk about wealth, that wealth is like a seed that you plant and you nurture until it grows to maturity. That monitoring is the nurturing. You need to monitor your investment. Don't just invest and fold your hands. You need to check, does it need any adjustment? Do I need to review my plans? Where necessary, please go ahead and do it. The last one is to seek professional advice, and I've made emphasis on professional advice. It will save you stress, it will save you future loss. With this, we have come to the end of today's episode, today's live stream. Do have a lovely weekend, because my own weekend has started already. So do have a lovely weekend with you and your family on this channel. Be rest assured to get first-hand information on finance and investment tips. So thank you. Before you leave, give this video a thumb up and subscribe. It means a lot to me. Thank you and have a blessed day. Thank you. Bye.